I was given a class on, you know, impactful application of using video for your emails. So every day I get, I don't know how many emails, 100, 200. And so I look through the titles right quick and see which ones I need to spend some time on. And then when I open them, and if it's real long, I default to I'll read that later when I have time. But if it's real quick and impactful, I can quickly process it and decide what to do with that. And I don't think people are realizing that you need to create this content as if you were sitting and having a beer with someone and they were your friend. How would you talk about what you do to that person?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it's so hard. Why is it so hard to communicate professionally in that way?
I think it's because we get in our heads and we tell ourselves these stories about what the other side is looking like, right? Oh, I've got to nail the target. I've got to nail exactly their voice, and I've got to speak to them in exactly their pain point. And if I don't get the pain point right, then I'm not going to get the business. And it's all these stories we're telling ourselves that just simply aren't true. And I think, going back to what I said previously, we have to take the emotions out of it. I know it's very difficult to do that, but we've got to take our own anxieties about the performance of this and just trust the process, right? So we can trust and we can lean on to these systems that we know are proven to work, right? Like the Story Brand framework, proven to work. In fact, they proved it. They did Story Brand HQ. They proved it. They wrote a book about it. They did some courses on it. Dr. J.J. Peterson went and got his doctorate on it. And then I learned it. And then I have proven it for myself with my clients, right? So now I can rest in the fact of, if I follow this framework, if I talk about your story in terms of you being the guide and them being the hero and guiding them to get them what they want and giving them a clear plan to action or all that stuff, I know it's going to work. So I can remove all my anxiety out of that because I have a plan. A lot of marketers and a lot of business owners are like, I really know how to do the thing that I know how to do. That might be my craft. That might be, whatever the business is. It's whatever your passion is, and your passion may not be in marketing, right? And so you have to trust in frameworks and you have to trust in other guides to help you get what you need. I literally just experienced this last week. I was having a ton of anxiety about the accounting in my business because I had talked to somebody about some particular thing and they were like, yeah, if you're doing it this way, you're doing it wrong. Well, I was doing it that way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have a handle on this. I have a CPA. He's not real responsive, or proactive, I should say. He's responsive, but definitely not proactive in telling me what. And I'm like, am I missing this? What is going on? And so I'm scouring the web, like, what do I need? Who do I need? Right? What is it? And I felt in that moment, I thought, wow, this is exactly what a business owner feels like when they don't know anything about marketing. Totally. Right? And that's how I felt about the accounting in my business. And so I went back to a woman that I had talked to as an accountant, and I was like, okay, ready to accept your proposal to clear my books and get all this stuff straight for all this good stuff. But I can sympathize with not knowing what you don't know and the anxiety that comes with that. And then just trying all the things. I've been in business for a long time, for 8 years. And I haven't had, this level of detail that I really actually needed in my business until something scared me, right? And I don't want to be, and I'm like, ah! So I can imagine what that feels like for business owners who don't know anything about marketing and something scaring them like, wow, I just spent $5,000 on a campaign and I didn't get my money back, or I didn't make the targeted whatever, or I didn't see the results from that particular campaign. That's painful, right? And so we need to get it right, and we need to test all the things and bring our experience in and do it right the next time.
Hey, thanks for watching these golden nuggets. And as a reward, I got another big fat golden nugget just for you. I wrote this book for you to help you get your act together online so you can grow your business better. You're searching, you want to learn. This is a great book. Grab the book, grow your business.
Amazing, right?